You know that song, one of U2's iconic hits, Beautiful Day in This Morning. We're lucky to have Bono right here in Times Square to talk about his new memoir, Surrender, 40 songs and one story. We see it up there in Times Square. We have a nice hard copy here as well, but I've got the one I read over the summer, and it's the Old Galleys, but I brought it because I turned over a flap on just about every page. This is such a personal book, so poetic. It really seems like you poured yourself into it.
Yeah, it was humbling as I realized that the most extraordinary thing about my life really were the relationships, the people I was in relationship with, and all the most important ones I met almost the same week in Mount Temple Comprehensive.
Your first date with your wife Allie, and you joined the band in basically the same week?
Yeah, the same school, same high school. Rock and roll high school, as the Ramones sang.
So I have to ask you, I mean, I don't know if you can answer it. What is the secret to keep a band together for 45 years, to keep your marriage together for 45 years, and do everything you've done?
Desperation. I mean, really, you know, friendship is at the heart of it, really. I mean, friendship is a lot less kind of passionate as it looks at face value, but I think it can outpace even romantic love. If you've got both, even better. And you know, I love my bandmates, and we don't always love each other at the same time. You can be in the bad books of, you know, Edge, Adam or Larry, but we get through it. But it's, you know, we're always breaking up.
And one of the things you write, though, is that you were so happily in love that you were terrified that you'd never write a truly great love song. So where did Weather Without You come from? Well,
actually, you know, Ali is she does not want to be patronized. You know, she spared me the sentimentality. And, you know, we've been through stuff. Everybody knows that. But we've always got each other there in the end. In fact, writing the book was really frightening because I was going to have to let her read it. And she came back with spellings, mostly. There was a couple of sections she wanted removed, but that'll tell you who she is. And so, yeah, and those dark, twisted love songs, I mean, that's as much from Roy Orbison or, you know, listening. It's just kind of the music I like. I don't like those saccharine love songs. But as much as the book is a love letter to Ali, I would like to say it's also a love letter to America, I would say.
And that's one of the reasons you're here.
Yeah, this is, you know, I'm not at home on the opening. This is the day my book comes out. I'm here because I feel really at home here, and I believe in this country, and there's reasons to believe in this country, and I'm amazed I get away with talking about this country and shouting my mouth off to and at you, but you listen, and you know, the world has so much at stake in this country. The promise of this country is still to be kept. You know?
So much of the book deals with the question of what do we do with our gifts?
Yes.
How do you answer it?
Well, America's got an amazing gift. I'm reading that John Meacham book, you know, and there was Light about Abraham Lincoln, and he talks about, you know, the angels are better angels, not just discovering them, but in kind of enlisting them. And yeah, then you had FDR, you've had Truman. You always meet the moment. You find leadership to meet the moment that you're in, and you'll do it this time. That's America's gift. Our gift, my gift, if I have one, it's, you know, I have to serve the song, and when I get a great one, it sort of sings me, and that's the reward.
But you don't only serve the song. Of course you serve the songs. You've also, and a lot of the book deals with this as well, you've been a dedicated activist for generations now, playing both the outside game, rallies, speeches, songs, and the inside game, halls of Congress, the Oval Office. What have you learned about that?
I learned that power is not just in the principles. You know, it's quite a hierarchical scenario, your capital. There's principles, as you well know. And I was always, you know, I have to meet the principal. Of course I want to meet the principal. You know, a minister, a lawmaker, but it's the chiefs of staff, it's the policy wonks I used to enjoy, you know, Friday night drinks with. And I kind of came to your capital to study America and to figure it out. Because the world needs America to succeed, and the people around the world who depend on American leadership, who I was representing in the One campaign, need me to do more than just turn up with a placard saying, more money please for this, more money for that. You know, I felt I arrived at a lawmaker's desk with a solution, not just a problem. And often the solution was just better storytelling in their local constituencies. That's where RED came from, going to the shopping malls to tell people, wow, you know, we can fight HIV/AIDS and wipe it off the face of the earth. And it's not done yet, but America leads the world in that. It's probably the only thing all of America agrees on, is this funding to fight HIV/AIDS.
Yes.
And, you know, if you're American, you're an AIDS activist. Which is a sort of nice thought.
That's a good
and
thing
people
to hear.
walk by, I'm an AIDS activist? I don't like those people. You're an AIDS activist, dude. Get over it, you know?
The book is called Surrender. What does it mean to you at this point in your life?
It's a word I haven't yet fully grasped or fathomed, if I'm honest. As an Irishman, it doesn't come easy. As you know, I was born really with my fists up, metaphorically, sometimes physically, and putting them down is hard for me, and I'm trying to. So the title is where I'm headed rather than where I'm at.
Well, it's good to keep the fist ready, too.
Okay.
Final
All right,
thanks for
George.
coming.
All right. All right, George. No, thank you for coming.
Surrender, 40 Songs, One Story is out today.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.